implemented, but there's also talk about it possibly installing security checkpoints just at the front of the entrance to a terminal, not just the entrance into the gates area.
This is how they do it in most Middle Eastern airports, including in Istanbul. And as deadly as the attack was, with more than 40 people now confirmed dead, it worked as designed. The attackers were stopped at the entrance and only penetrated the airport once they set off a suicide valve. The others took advantage of the chaos to get inside, but that's how that system was supposed to work. But it does raise a question about whatever perimeter you decide. That's where the choke point is, and therefore that's where the target is. And so what airport officials and security experts in this country are trying to figure out is whether it's a good idea. With the exception of Istanbul, most Middle Eastern airports do not have the sheer volume of passengers that most of the major hubs in this country do. Is it feasible for LAX, for example, to put guards at the door and start the checkpoints there, or would you create a whole new choke point that in itself would become a target?
Yeah, and one of the big concerns about airports is not a lack of security or they want more of this or that. One of the complaints is lines, and if what they're going to do implements more lines, I think more people will be like, you know what, no, I'm not going to do it.
Well, that just it always weigh the convenience factor over the inconvenience factor with being safe and secure and what's really necessary. You know, do you start the checkpoint on the road somewhere, but then you create traffic delays and it's not feasible at many American airports the way they're situated. So there's a number of questions that Istanbul raises, but no easy answers, and so you're left with this generic let's step up security. But I think it reflects a whole different approach, Aaron. No longer are security experts only concerned with someone sneaking something onto a plane. It isn't about your shampoo and your shoes necessarily anymore solely, but a more holistic approach after attacks in Brussels and Istanbul, in Egypt, where it was behind-the-scenes staff that raised suspicion. And so it's a more holistic approach overall.
ABC News correspondent Aaron Katersky, enjoy the holiday weekend. Thank you.
You too, pal. See ya.
5:25 on your wake-up call for a Friday, July 1st. I mentioned we're going to go over some of the initiatives here. 17 are already on the ballot for November. 17. And that's the most since 2000 when 20 measures qualified. So, I love these stories. The most all time. I asked you, Justin Worsham and Jennifer Jones-Lee, I don't know if you're in the news booth over there. Okay, I asked you, what was the most ballot measures in California history?
In the history of California?
Yes, in the history of California.
On one ballot?
On one ballot, how many measures were there?
I'm going to show my intelligence here and say 48.
I would say like 37.
Justin nailed it.
Are you kidding?
No, not even kidding. Exactly 48.
I thought it was close to like 200 maybe, but I thought that
48.
was
48 measures. Yeah, 48 measures showed up on the ballot in November 1914.
I peaked. I quit.
I'm out.
Need to board up, guys.
I kind of take pride in being an educated voter. Like, I really read up on all of them, and I go into the booth really thinking I know what I'm talking about. How am I supposed to remember 48?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, there's no chance you remember 48.
Sorry about that, bro. I was about to hit the car in front of me, man. Oh, that shit shook me up, brother.
Yeah, me too.